My name is Andreas Grassauer, and I'm CEO of Marinomed Biotech AG. As a public company, we certainly have a disclaimer, and we're going to skip that in order to jump right into what's interesting to you. Marinomed is one of the very few companies out there with real clinical evidence obtained in coronavirus positive patients. Our existing Carragelose products are currently tested for ability to block SARS coronavirus 2. And that's pretty interesting because very high demand, of course, if such a product would work. Our existing platform technology, Marinosolve, has been validated in pivotal phase 3 clinical trials last year. And the pipeline of Marinosolve products targets highly attractive markets. All that is done with an experienced and successful management team that still owns a significant stake in the company. So what is Marinomed at a glance? We have founded ourselves back in 2006. In that time, since then, we developed those two platforms, the Carragelose, the virus blocking platform, and lately the Marinosolve platform that enables otherwise insoluble compounds to be solubilized and to solve a couple of problems of pharmaceutical delivery. That is all done with a sound shareholder base, with a free float of 58. A little bit more than 50%, significant stake still owned by the management and the founders and the strategic investor on board, the Acropora company. The management includes myself, a serial entrepreneur, Eva Grassauer, my wife, former program team head of the Novartis allergy program, and Pascal Schmidt, former executive of an investment bank, Raymond James. Pretty experienced people. The stock is listed in the prime segment of the Vienna Stock Exchange, and there, as part of this, it's part of the ATX Prime Index in Austria. So, coming to Carragelose, what is Carragelose doing? Carragelose blocks viral attachments to cells via an unspecific physical mode of action. So, how is it done? Just consider like a burdock that binds to your pullover. A virus is nothing as a small burdock that tries to stick to your nasal epithelium. Thereby, when you use our products, it's going to be bound to that virus, simply like a wool would bind to the burdock. Then it hinders the binding to the mucosal surface and then creating thereby a protective layer. The consequence that there are less viruses are there in the nasal cavity and the throat with a clinical benefit. So we have shown that in a couple of clinical trials, and I just share this one result with you here. It's a post hoc analysis of a adult trial and a kids trial done a couple of years ago, and we looked whether the clinical effect was derived solely from the efficacy against one single virus or against multiple viruses. And this data show you that it's independent which virus caused the infection, no matter whether it's a rhino or corona or a flu. But if you look at the data, you can see a treatment with Carragelose nasal spray, a treatment in patients that have had symptoms, should have had symptoms not longer for 2 days, showed a significant effect when compared to a placebo. And with corona patients, it was up to 4 days, the reduction of duration of disease. So that shows that this Carragelose is clinically proven for the treatment of common cold and cold-like illnesses. Of course, we still at the moment do not have data for SARS coronavirus 2, but given the broad antiviral activity, there's a chance that the Carragelose polymer also binds to the new coronavirus and thereby show a benefit in the treatment of those patients. The products are already on the market. Probably some of them you already have seen in the stores. If you're located in the UK, you probably know this product, Dual Defense Nasal Spray, sold it at Boots. It's It's a product sold by us with our technology. And there's a couple of other interesting brands out there in the world. The Betadine brand of Mundipharma, where they use also a partnership with Manchester City Football Club for the marketing. In Germany, it's Algovir, sold by Hermes, and in Sweden, you will find Varaseptine, or in Switzerland, Prosense. So strong brands, and of course, due to the current situation, all these products are facing huge boost in sales, and we probably could do even more. We have, due to the high demand in a very short time, we faced some stockouts that we're currently working on. This translates to the Marinomed pipeline. So we have 6 products on the market for virus-blocking nasal sprays, and 2 virus-blocking oral products, lozenges and throat sprays. 2 products in development, one also an inhalative product designed for the treatment of pulmonary viral infections, also important in those days, and the virus-blocking decongestant nasal spray that is currently in the preparation for application. This is for the Carragelose platform and the Marinosolve platform, the technology that allows the solubilization of otherwise insoluble compounds. We have a couple of products in development, Budasolve, which we are currently in preparation for application of the marketing authorization indication allergic rhinitis. Another one is phase 3 ready, and Tacrosolve, our ophthalmologic product, is we're currently preparing a phase 2 clinical study. So what is Marinosolve about, and what is Marinosolve doing? So typically, as an allergic rhinitis patient, you should take nasal steroids at this time of the year. And the typical product out there here shown is Rhinocort Aqua from Johnson & Johnson, is a suspension of the active ingredient. In this case, it's budesonide. And practically all the overwhelming part of the product is not solubilized, it's micronized, it's more or less micronized stones which cannot act. So the effect is that it takes up to 14 days until you have efficacy. Just imagine you're an allergic patient, it takes a couple of days or weeks until you have a full efficacy. For sure, not the situation you want. You want a product that immediately acts, and this is Budasolve. We've shown that in the phase 3 trials that we have an immediate onset of action within a couple of hours, and we were able to reduce the dose by 85% and to do it in a preservative-free manner. That addresses a huge growing market that is it's prone to grow from 5 billion to 8 billion in the next couple of years. And it's an unsatisfied need for fast relief that we are addressing here. The asset is de-risked. The clinical trial, phase 3 trial is done. We are on track for approval 21 or beginning in 22. Will be dependent on further developments here. And we have a patent protection until 2036. The pipeline is broader. It's not only nose, but here also we developed the products for the treatment of the inflammation of eyes. We have the allergic conjunctivitis indication here, and with the results from that trial, we are planning to do trials as well in dry disease. So you can see this technology is broadly useful, and we are expanding our portfolio to the lung and to the gastrointestinal tract. All that areas have one in common: a faster delivery with a high efficacy of a drug is highly welcome, and lower doses with a better outcome, of course, are needed. So pretty much to do for a new technology that is able to deliver soluble compounds. To summarize that, the COVID-19 outbreak will and is already boosting the demand for virus-blocking products. Our technology platforms are broadly and excellent positions to do so. We are currently involved in extensive national and international R&D activities to find out whether our Carragelose is active against SARS coronavirus 2. And with our advanced pipeline in Marinosolve, we are on the way, on the other hand, for marketing application of our Budasolve product with a rapid extension of the technology into the field of drug delivery in nose, lungs, eyes, and gastrointestinal. All this is done on a solid financial base with double-digit growth in our sales base and a strong pipeline. That should convince you to get in contact with us how and when to invest into Marinomed. Thanks a lot for your attention.